Ready?
Hello family, we have Tuako here and this is Auntie Serene. Today we are going to introduce our Queenstown Choo Family recipe for Chinese New Year, Jie Cai. Cool.
This is Amma's recipe.
This is Amma recipe.
Put a tua chai.
Tua chai, this is mustard green.
Bao chai.
This is cabbage.
This one also cabbage, right?
Yeah.
It's
Cabbage, right?
Nepal cabbage.
Okay.
And then you have mushroom dry one, but you soak it in
Overnight,
water
yeah.
overnight.
Very soft. And then manzi.
Manzi is
Black fungus.
something year.
Black fungus.
Yeah, mu'er.
Hey, more.
Yes, you soak in water overnight also. Okay, overnight then you become like this, big. Then you need to cut. Then the
Kim cham.
kim cham is something like this one. When it's dry, it's called jing zhen. Then you have the most important one is the oyster,
Hao gan.
tao gan, and you need to soak it
So
and
wash,
then
also
become
overnight also.
overnight also become like this. Okay, so we are cooking today is for 4 to 6 people. The ingredients. Then you have this
Tao pok.
tau pok. You need to put hot water on it and then wash it. Must Tuako say must be this brand, then it's very nice.
Unicurd tofu pop.
Tang hun.
This one is Dong Fen. This one she buy is a special brand, and it's not like usually outside one, the white color one, which she thinks that is not so nice. This one is a very good brand, right?
100%.
100% mung bean vermicelli. Alright, then
And then 这是什么菇啊？
you have different kind of 草菇,
毛菇。
毛菇, and you can use any one of these.
鲍鱼菇。
鲍鱼菇 which is
Abalone.
important but don't have at the
This one?
NTUC. This one is the
面筋。
mian jing, is the gluten in soy sauce that she add in, then has a very nice umami flavor.
Because sweet, you need sweet.
Oh,
thing,
very sweet as well.
You don't put sugar, so I put this one.
Okay.
And then this one is
So
important.
this one is the most important. Most important. The brand is called
Landu.
Nanru. Nanru is Namyu in Cantonese or Huju in Teochew. Namju.
Lamju.
And this is actually the brand from Taiwan, is it? Yes. And Tuako buy from a special shop. Okay. So we don't use a whole bottle. So later we will show you how to do it. And this is Tian Dou Gi. Yeah, what we did was usually when it's my mother-in-law, right, we will fry it. Usually for Chinese New Year, now we healthy, right? So we air fry without. Then we're going to cut it later. Round one. So during like November is very available.
Kiam.
So more or less this one is the ingredients. Cutting the mushroom that is soaked overnight into two. Take out the hard part, so that
No.
take out the hard part
Okay.
and keep this one so that we can make into the stock. Like this one can be used for stock. Down here we have about almost 10 mushroom. You cut into two like this. We keep the mushroom water for the soup so that the flavor are there. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the mu'er, which was soaked overnight, last night. So the hard part, so there's a hard part here I can cut away. Then I will just keep the small, the tender part. You see the hard part is the middle part here. So I will just cut away.
And then this is to throw hard part of the black fungus. And this is to keep to make the soup stock.
Is it okay this
Mushroom
size?
base.
Okay, like this one.
This one, not too big, not too small. Children can eat, 老人 can eat.
你可以最来
Oh, I see. Okay, that's the way you cut the soaked dry oyster, so that later we can make into the soup to make it much sweeter. Okay, how about this water? Want to keep?
Yeah.
Okay, keep. Very good. Hard part. I think the hard part there you can see. This one is a soft one. This one is a hard. This one is actually a plant, you know. It's a plant.
Long one the tang cái đời say là this is short that bộ quan này là. No. No. Tang.
Oh, tie
one
ha.
knot
Okay,
only lah.
you have to tie a knot.
Put here. This one I'm going to soak inside the water.
So this is the tau pot. We need to boil the tau pot
Use the hot water.
in hot water just to wash away the oil because it's super oily. Yeah, and we also need to cut and wash the vegetables. How long do you soak the veggies?
20 minutes maybe.
Okay, soak for about 20 minutes. And the tanghun, the
So must soak inside the
vermicelli,
water.
must also soak in the water. Yeah. So when Tuako makes this, every Chinese New Year she wakes up at 3 a.m. to prepare all the vegetables and to cook. So every time,
Early now, what to do?
Papa also used to wake up at 3 a.m. to do this. So every bite is made with love.
Find 1 month to buy thing, no?
Take 1 month to buy things.
Do shopping.
So if you want to know where are the best places and best prices to buy, you must interview Tuako again. Okay, so we need to soak the vermicelli in water. So while all this chopping is happening, we are boiling the mushroom stem and the oyster to make the soup stock so that it will be sweet when you eat it.
Okay, now we are ready to, if you buy the canned mushroom this size, you need to cut into half. But there are also canned that is just right, pop inside the mouth, just nice one. So you depend. The brand that we usually buy is Narcissus brand for the canned mushroom. Okay, we have finished cutting the canned mushroom. Now we proceed on to the pulp that was blanched in hot water just now to remove the oil. You can also squeeze a bit of the oil, the water out, and then you can cut into two. All right, cut into two. The vermicelli has been soaked in normal temperature water, and you can notice that this vermicelli is quite long. So what usually we will do is that we'll take a scissor and cut it, but not too small, or else it will disintegrate when we cook. The Nepal cabbage, we have soaked it already in water, so now we will cut it. Try not to cut it too small, or else when you cook already, it become you cannot see it anymore. Then we will cut the mustard green. Again, Tuako say mustard green, try to cut, not to cut too small, or else when you cook, it will disintegrate. So you cut about the vegetable this size, and the stem like that will be when you cook will be nice. This one is the sweet tauki. Traditionally we fry with deep level of oil, but now healthy we use air fryer to just air fry it. Then what we do is that we will cut it like that so that it's easier to eat.
How long do you air fry it for?
I air fry it for like 10 minutes, then I turn the other side for 5 minutes. As long as it's lightly brown, not chao ta, not burnt. Hi, we are ready to cook. Now we're going to pour in some oil,
About 2 teaspoons.
about 2 teaspoons, and not the fire won't should not be too hot. As you can see, we lay out all our ingredients that are chopped already. Just now we haven't shown you this tauki. You need to make it smaller piece like that. when you boil it with hot water to remove the oil, then you just use your hand finger to tear
You
it.
use a different type of tauki.
Okay, now we turn the fire to
Different, they don't use this one.
a little bit higher. So now we put the namju. You can hear the za 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 sound. Yeah. So about 2 to 3, depending on how much vegetable you have. I need to constantly stir. Yeah. So fragrant. Yeah. Look like we need to have 2 cooks when we cook this dish.
Come on, you only one cook leh.
And New Year only one cook Tua Ko is saying, Tua Yi is saying, hey, please come second, third generation. Come and help.
Next time must come over
Bao
New Year's
Chuan,
Eve.
this is made because of your
Just imagine.
your request. So next Chinese New Year we'll see Bao Chuan making for all of us. Hooray! Okay, now
Mushroom first, longer time to.
Okay, mushrooms need longer time to cook, so we're gonna put in the mushrooms first.
Then this one also.
the
The
mu
black fungus.
Pei mu Okay, wow, so
Okay, now
good.
number 3 already.
Now we put the fire higher 1 knot to number 3 because the mushroom and the mu will take a longer time to cook. Okay, the next will be the kim chiam. This one we tie until so pretty. So this one will go in as well. The ginger as well, just now we
Ginger is
just
optional.
it's the option item. So mushroom as well, ginger as well. So will give a bit more fragrant. But you can smell. Wow, very nice smell.
Very good. Salt ma.
Pardon?
Okay, I salt the.
The reason why we put early is that so it can absorb the nam yi's taste. Okay, we put a bit of the sauce inside because this namju comes with some sauce, so to make it more umami. Okay, now the stock that Tua Ko has boiled earlier, she's going to put in very slowly. That consists of oyster, soaked oyster, and mushroom stem. Yeah, and then she boil it so that you make the stock even more fragrant. Okay, let it boil for a while. I won't stir it. Okay, let it sit here for a while. Hooray!
When during Chinese New Year, when we help the night before, what do we usually help Pawpaw to prepare?
Oh, for me, if I come on the eve after the reunion dinner, she will usually ask me to soak this one, and then after that, this one we will also use a deep fry. Just go in and bring up quickly.
Crunchy, crunchy.
So she will ask me to do this, and usually when we do this, it's a whole wok full of it, not just like that. Yeah, it will expand and it's like sha, you know, that kind of stuff. Then she will ask me to cut this one, big basket, many
No wash
baskets.
beforehand. Only
Oh, these vegetables cannot wash beforehand.
Overnight,
You cannot prepare it overnight. Must be washed when you want to ready to cook.
So can cut first, then later wash.
Yeah, you can cut first the night before, and then you wash when you want to fry it. Yes. Oh, now is the time to put in soki. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. It's frying up nice. How much salt do you put?
so you have to taste.
Okay, put salt to taste. Just 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon first. Okay, do some stirring so that the ingredient don't get stuck to the wok. Okay, now we put in more namju,
The red
the
fermented
sauce,
beancurd, right?
so that it will be more concentrated.
I put this, and put a bit inside.
Okay, a little bit
The
of
whole
the,
thing pour in, don't pour the whole thing.
just put a little bit first so that some of
Oh, ni nak pang. Ni pang.
Okay.
掉对一下你。
Oh, okay. You have to spread it.
Spread.
The matriarch say you must spread it, or else it will be one lump. Okay.
我看一下。
Okay. See lah. Do we need to put in more water?
Yeah. Can put some.
Okay. When you see that it's a little bit drying up, so you put more of the stock inside. Oh, who is drooling now? Oh, you see Tuako adding all the good stuff, good sea stuff. Yeah, you surely need to have 2 pairs of hands.
Everything is going. Tau pok is going in.
Okay, tau pok
You
is
can put what's
Beancurd skin has
all the soup will go in now.
all the
Hooray.
soup is going in.
without any water.
Okay. If we don't have enough water, we will use warm water later on. Okay, you have to not vigorously stir, but just stir enough for the namju to go inside to the ingredients. Okay, good stuff.
Someone will do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Great. Can help check.
Can.
Case
Actually,
assessment.
I must keep half an hour later, so 1 hour and eat.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
The tip is that when you cook this one, you cannot eat immediately. After you cook already, you have to keep it for half an hour for it to sit in. Then the flavor will actually appear more. Alright, that is the Tuako silent tips.
Okay, let's pour in and then.
Okay, now we pour in the canned gluten, the canned gluten in. In the olden days when my mother-in-law cooked, she don't actually put this thing in, but she do add some sugar to make it sweet. However, we learn from Tuako here, she uses gluten that has some sweet flavor already, so we don't put in any sugar at all. Okay, we put more water. As you can see, if it's a bit dry, because then it don't get burned. So now we are ready to put in the vegetable.
Next time market go hit toilet, I need to choose
Yeah.
light green like that.
Oh, okay. Another tip is that if we go to market and buy this mustard green, we try to choose the light green one.
That one nice.
Then it's
Seems
nicer.
okay.
We actually, when we cook right Chinese New Year, we don't have leaf one. It's only the stem. Alright. So Tuako say that I should cut. This is the correct size. Some of it I cut too small. Then when it cook already, it gets strength and.
Put in then you just cover it.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to stir.
Oh, no need to stir. Okay, Tuako say that put in all the
When you
vegetables,
soften down then you stir.
then it will cook by itself.
Then you stir that easy.
Okay,
这个蒸个白，
okay.
这个是。
That's it.
Cover for how long?
Cover for how long?
You see when soup down, it's sitting down
When the vegetables shrink, then you can open and start to stir it.
Okay. Then what we do is that we open up the cover just now to do a taste test to see how is the soup, whether to our taste or not. So Tuako did a test. So we if you feel that there's not enough water, you can add a little bit water, but not too much. You see the water level is lesser than the vegetable. Alright, so Tuako do a test of the soup
And
stock.
we put 2 cans of the gluten.
Okay, then we added another can of this gluten so that it's even more liao. Because later we can tap out. Then now we add in the Nepal cabbage. Tuako say it's optional, but Kun love this, so we will always add this one. And actually, Papa also used to add this one also.
冇啦冇關事。我最啱啱都冇即係齊。
Ha. Oh,
这
okay.
is small 嚟嘅
Oh.
，baby 嘅，
Oh, yeah, not the
大
big
陣
one.
嘅，
Yeah, correct, correct.
大陣嘅
Correct, correct.
，big one。Actually can put on top 啦。
Oh, now we can put on top so that
誒
it...
幫手喎。
Oh, no, yeah, gaga. I tell the Tuaco gaga.
Gaga, my
because
pa.
Yan Qing like this.
Hey.
So it's called gaga.
Okay, food is ready.
This dish is from my grandmother's recipe. We used to eat on the first day of the new year for 2 meals, lunch and dinner.
Why we eat on the first day? Why we eat on the first
According
day?
the old generation said, first day to eat the vegetarian to clean our body.
Okay.
And the thing is I like to add is that every Chinese New Year, the second and the third generation will always ask, how come we are eating this vegetarian dish and it has dry oyster? We still haven't figured out the answer. Every year we will ask the same question again and again. But because this recipe is from Tuaco's grandma, or actually my grandma-in-law, so we still haven't find out the answer. But every year we enjoy it so much.
Okay. Enjoy your food.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tuaco, for showing us how to cook this dish. Me and Yan Qing benefit from this session.